Question everything, trust nothing, except your boy, CryptoKeeper. Hopefully everyone is doing well today. It is Wednesday. Super excited about the stream today. I've got something really interesting to throw out there right off the bat, right? I got something super interesting to throw off there right off the bat. So I did it yesterday, and I'm doing it again today. Well, I'm trying to do it again today. I've been streaming on TikTok as well. I used to do a lot of lives. Hazley, what's up? I see Hazley over on TikTok. And so I jumped in. I started the live. I was going to start the live a couple minutes early, right? And it kicked me immediately, no kidding, for my hat. Get this, people, for my hat. It kicked me from a TikTok live for my hat. What in the actual you-know-what is going on with this world and this country when you are not allowed to wear this hat? First of all, if they knew anything, right? There's a couple things going on here. Look, you see this? We got American flag. Okay, cool. And I got the TON blockchain. This is TON because I'm a member of the team TON. All right. Oh. Yeah, sorry, guys. I kicked myself off there for a second. Long and short of it is they said no to the hat, right? This is absolutely redonkulous. It's just getting crazy. The amount of control that is being exerted over our social media is literally absurd. I talked to you guys yesterday about, well, I think I brought it up yesterday. I did a video just having questions about the events surrounding what happened. I just had questions, you know. I want people to open their minds and think freely. And I immediately got that thing taken down. It got 13 views and then got taken down. And I literally just gave an opinion. Just said, hey, some of this stuff doesn't really make sense. I don't like what I'm seeing here, and here. You've got to be able to open up the conversation and the questions that, you know, something ain't right. Anthony said they don't like you talking about it on here either. I know they don't. I've been restricted. People are not getting notified that I'm going live. I think it's the combination of crypto and the politics, right? Tatiana, what up? Hey, Tatiana, I think I got something for you. I think that thing that I sent you the other day is going to go through. So just letting you know, I'll shoot you a text here. I'm waiting to get the actual confirmation, but I'm pretty positive that that's going to go through. So I'll send that over to you. But yeah, I'm live on TikTok now. They didn't kick me the second time, but they kicked me the first time for my freaking hat. Okay. This is actually the TONALD hat, right? Many of you know that I'm on the team there. This is the TONALD hat. This is what we wore down in Atlanta, right? Yeah, I love the hat. Very bullish on the hat. Usually bullish. So yeah. All right, let's get into it. Let me jump into the chat first of all. In chat, I'll be paying attention to TikTok as well. Let's see here. Caffeinated crypto in the house. Caffeinated. Look, bro, I've been trying to chill out on the coffee. Drinking some flavored water here, but cheers to you as always. Enrique said, good morning. Good morning. I know you're shaving your beard soon, Keeper. I too didn't like facial hair, but you know, it grew on me. Love it. Love the dad jokes, bro. Love it. Can't complain about that whatsoever. Anthony Fonseca in the house, and that's ridiculous. I think Lee said that I used clickbait on the title or the thumbnail, one of the two, but that was not indeed anything like clickbait. We are actually going to talk about some XRP today a little bit. Enrique said, wow, a CCP 5th generational weapon kicked you for pro-America message? Color me surprised. Yes, dude. It's absolute insanity. So let's get into it. Let's talk some crypto. Let's have some fun. We'll talk about some politics as well, just because I know people love it. I just made the decision recently that, like, you know what? I want to, Caffeinated got the notification. Fantastic. I want to be able to have conversations that I want to be able to have. And if I'm going to lose my ability to speak freely here, I'll do it somewhere else. I'm not just going to shut down and curl up in a ball and say, okay, I will do as you say, ominous dominus, let's go. Not going to do it. And I apologize to TikTok guys. My mic is charging right now, so I don't have that. You're not getting the nice, crispy, clean microphone that they're getting over on YouTube. If you guys want to come over there, it's Trading Wars with a just Trading Wars spelled out correctly. Trading Wars. And if you can't spell that, well, I don't know what to tell you. Hazley, I miss you, girl. I hope you are doing well. Thank you very much for the puff pass. You just showed. I think that's what it is. I think it says puff. It's a heart puff. So it's a puff heart pass. Yeah, I know what time it is. All right, cool. Let's check in on the blockchain. Let's see what's going on, see what's happening. If you guys haven't been paying attention, markets have been moving a little bit. I think they seem to be turning around a little bit right now, but we're going to get into that and talk about why and what's happening and what's doing well, what's not. The global crypto market cap is at, drumroll please, 2.472 trillion with a T dollars. That is down 1.1%. We were moving up. Now we've turned back around a little bit. 64,282. Not scared about that price at all. That's looking good, looking bullish. Excited about that. $3,405 for ETH. ETH still almost up, a little bit over 9% on the week. So glad to see that. BNB still trying to press towards that $600 number. Let's see here. Toncoin, y'all already know, super bullish on Toncoin. But I got my Toncoin hat on. Got my TONALD hat on. Ton's at $7.21. So, yeah, like I said, got my TONALD hat on. I'm ready to rock. Wanted to have some fun today. Wanted to talk about what's happening. Conversations with Evan. Good to see you, bro. I was on your stream earlier this morning, and I was hugely disappointed that you didn't say hi back. Usually you're really good at that. So, just been dealing with my feelings through that today, No, I'm just busting your balls. Let's see what else is going on. Caspa, 17.5 cents. That's up 3.9% on the week. Glad to see that. And one of the runners recently has been another one that I've been talking about. VeChain, just over 3 cents, is at 20.3%. God, I can't wait to see this thing get back to 15, 20 cents, 25 cents, whatever. Get back to all-time highs. That'll be a beautiful thing when we actually have an altcoin season. Let's check in on the bubbles, crypto bubbles. What is popping? Let me update this. Boom. WorldCoin up 12.6%. Still don't trust anything that they're doing, but, it is what it is. Injective Protocol up 7.3%. Arweave up 8.8%. ICP up 4.2%. Lido 7.3%. But for XRP up 4.2%, which we're going to talk about today. But most of the market is red currently. The market is so fickle to what happens with Bitcoin. And if you've been around for any amount of time, you know that. Bitcoin takes a small move to the downside, it's down 1% or whatever, and the rest of the market's like, oh my gosh, it's over. It's over. We just can't do it anymore. We gotta bail. It's anything but cool. It's actually rather annoying. Let's take a look at a little bit of TA, see what's going on over here. Let's start it off with Bitcoin. I gotta switch over to my charts here. Let me see here. Bitcoin. Boom. Right here. So what I've done is I've pulled a daily on our volume profiles on Bitcoin, ETH, Caspa, and Toncoin. So all of those are something that I'm obviously paying close attention to. I talk about every day, and you're going to see a similarity in all of them. So I pulled a weekly. So I went from a time and range base because we've got, as you can see here, if you're over on YouTube, we've got a nice range over the last few weeks right in here. So I pulled a time and range-based, if I could speak, that'd be great, range profile. And guess what? We are up and to the right and up above the value area high, starting to pull back towards it a little bit. I will tell you, if we pull back down, the number that I'm going to be looking to hold will be around 62.6. So if we do have a slight pullback, 62.6 is a number that I'm paying close attention to. The prime oscillators had a nice little ribbon twist and then moved up to the upside. We've got the green band enlarging. That's good. Money flow on Market Cipher, a little bit down right now. Momentum wave kind of moving up and over. That looks like that might top out a little bit. So we are seeing some signs of possibly pulling back over and to the downside. But like I said, 62.6 will be a number that I'll be paying close attention to. And then we'll see if we hold that. Ethereum, same thing. Look at this. Up and to the right with a little bit of a pullback. Hey, what do you know? If we pull back on ETH, I'm looking at about 33.25. 33.25 is going to be the answer that, or the number that I'm looking for. Same thing with ETH, doing about the same thing. We had back a few days ago, had the nice little green triangle before the oscillator twist on Prime Oscillators Pro. That was nice to see. We also, the day after that, had a green dot on the daily with Bitcoin. And look how well, look at this momentum wave and how well this coincides with these candles and starting to roll over just a little bit as we get a little bit of a pullback. So these indicators do good things. You just got to know how to use them. Caspa, same exact thing. We had a green dot on the daily a couple days ago, and look at that. Nice move to the upside. All right, fan-freaking-tastic, right? But outside of that range, it's above the value area high. Super important. Stock, Arthur, good to see you, bro. Long time no see, man. I'm doing really well. Starting to do some more TikTok live, so glad that you are here. Sorry I don't have my mic on. It's charging right now. And then the only one that bucks the trend a little bit is Toncoin, but it is staying very nicely. That was a terrible circle I just drew there. It is staying very nicely within the range, however. And we are at the value area low right now for the week at about $7.15-ish, right? Looking to see that bounce. I believe we're going to see a bounce here and some upward pressure coming up towards about the $7.40 range. Should we then retest there, I'd be looking for move back towards that all-time high at around the $8 range. So that's kind of what I'm looking at as far as the tokens that I'm looking at, you know, on the regular, right? Excited about what the market's got to bring. I want to say shout out to everybody on Trading Wars. Actually, I see Tradefly just came in here. Tradefly, what up, brother? Good to see you. Tradefly killed it the other day. You know what? These traders that come on Trading Wars Mondays and Thursdays. So tomorrow's Thursday, Crypto Face versus Crypto Crow. Super excited about that happening. They work really hard and they're coming on and being forced to trade. So it's very difficult, okay? But they do a wonderful job. They've each got $10,000 at their disposal to make as much money as humanly possible. And then they've got to fight to stay alive every single week. So shout out to everybody watching Trading Wars. If you guys want to sign up, I've got the link pinned in the chat. Get signed up. There's lots of money giveaways happening. And I got to tell you, Fairdesk has been the best trading experience of all the exchanges I've used. Point blank period. Like, let me say it this way. Of all of our sponsors, Fairdesk has been the best as far as the trading experience. Point blank period. Lots to choose from, good liquidity, able to, you know, set up just like some of the exchanges don't even have normal functions, setting up your TP and SL right off the rip, being able to slide your take profit and your stop loss, moving around on the chart. You can do all of the things there, and I very much appreciate that. I got to tell you, I'm seeing it on TikTok and here. If you guys are just coming in, and I want to tell Crusader this too. Crusader, bro, listen, right? I got kicked for wearing this hat on TikTok. Now what I'm seeing, right, is literally like nobody in the live from TikTok or YouTube. I wore the hat today just to kind of see what the action would look like, you know, to see if it mattered at all. Call me a conspiracy theorist, call me what you want. The reality is the AI on all of these platforms pays close attention. If TikTok was able to kick me that quick for the hat, and then I disputed it, and they gave the live back to me, and now I've only got 13 people in a TikTok live when I usually have hundreds of people in here for a live, that's insanity. That's absolute insanity, right? What kind of a world are we living in right now? This is the United States of America, people, okay? The United States of freaking America. Absolute ludicrous. I really am feeling some type of way about what these social media platforms are doing to us. It's really sad, right? I had to appeal wearing this hat. I can't wait to make a TikTok about that. I can't wait to make a YouTube short on that. What the hell are we doing? And if you look at what the actual verbiage is, don't we want to see a great America again? Right? Don't we all want to see that? You don't have to like, you know, all of the things that are said or the things that have been done. The reality is all of these politicians have dirt and have done things, but I believe that God has placed his hand on the big man, as we will call him, to try to keep myself out of hot water with YouTube. And we've got great things coming for the country. I'm super, super excited. All stock lost your live just for saying, and I'm not even going to say it because, you know, I don't want to get kicked. It's ridiculous, right? We genuinely are pushing towards the C word that they have over in China. And if we don't have a change soon, it's going to happen. If we don't have a change soon, it's going to happen. The moment that an American cannot get on a live stream and has to literally dispute being kicked off for wearing a hat that talks about making our country great is absolute insanity. I can't say it enough. I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted by it. You know, and it pisses me off too, because I got a strike the other day, which I've had too many strikes. I got a strike recently for showing a government website and showing their numbers. It's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So, all right, all of that to say, let's dive some more into crypto. So if any of you are wondering what we're going to talk about crypto related wise, got a few haters over in the live on TikTok. Shout out to all of you in TikTok that love to hate. I appreciate you. You know what? Just keep stroking that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Just keep stroking that algorithm. We're going to talk about the German Bitcoin sale. Obviously, the stuff that's been going on with Bitcoin that was seized and what they've been selling. Obviously, we're going to get into Bitcoin pricing. The FTX has agreed to a settlement for lots of billions and billions of dollars, right? And Senator Menendez, you know, the Bitcoin critic, found guilty on some charges. We're going to talk about that. Kind of funny on that. And then XRP. A lot of people, you know, saw the thumbnail or like, wait a minute, we're going to talk about XRP today. We are going to talk about XRP today. XRP has been on the move. Win 50K, right? Win 50K. Yeah. You know what? TradeFly makes a good point. All right, TradeFly, I'm not doxing you here. I'm just throwing this out there because he openly talks about this. TradeFly is in the military. TradeFly is not even allowed to have TikTok in the military, right? Let that sink in. I love that comment. Let that sink in. We have problems. We have lots and lots and lots of problems. And I just don't know how to navigate it is part of the problem. I really don't. Because if people are pussy enough to their solution to not liking what somebody else has to say is to just shut them up, to report them, to do all of these just childish things, what's the world come to, right? We don't have anybody willing to just stand up and have a real conversation and say, hey, you know what? I don't agree with you, but X, Y, and Z. Like, let's have the conversation instead of just bitching, moaning, complaining, reporting, and doing all the things that, you know, people like to do, you know. And they can tell you it's about security issues all they want. I was in the Marine Corps, head full of dead. That is the biggest bogus load of BS delivered to you yet. They do not want us to have TikTok because it is a platform that people are able to truly communicate on a different level that's brought more eyes than almost any other app in the past 5 years. And the short form content that it delivers combined with the lives is very, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? It is very, so it can be divisive, right? But it ultimately triggers those receptors in your brain, those dopamine receptors, right? That say, hey, I like this. And so it can stir up and people get information that they could, you know, maybe a lot of people get their information from freaking TikTok. Now, whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know. But the reality is the news isn't doing a better job. They spin every single thing sideways that they can. And you can see it when they all lie and you cut the clips together, right? And they back to back to back to back to back to back say the exact same thing, right? So They're just trying to continue to limit our ability to communicate, limit our ability to speak against things that they otherwise do not want us to do. And that's sad. We should be able to openly speak, have conversations on social media or not. Listen, I'm not on here spitting any hateful rhetoric. I heard some things that were absolutely disgusting in the last couple of days, talking about some of the events that occurred. And we really need to pray for our country, for sure. We really, really need to pray for our country. Okay, so let's get back into the crypto space. Let's kick it off. Well, first of all, let me check in. I did not pull up, as I always do. Shout out to Fairdesk. If you guys have not signed up for the trading competition, make sure to sign up. That link is in the description here on YouTube. And I guess it might help if I show the screen. TONALD at about $4.29, about $4.3 million. We are the Donald Trump meme coin on TON chain, and TON chain is set to freaking explode. I'm telling you, if this was on any other platform, on any other network, I should say, if this was on any other network, this thing would be $50 to $100 million, if not more. So don't say I didn't tell you. I've been telling you guys since less than $1 million market cap. It got all the way up to 11 point something, right? Back down at 4.3 right now. But don't say that I didn't tell you, because I told you literally at probably $500,000 market cap, or maybe even lower. So just throwing that out there. The opportunities were laid in your lap, whether you take it or not. And if you're trying to figure out how to buy it, go over to TONALD.io. So just like Donald, but with a T, TONALD.io. You can download TONKeeper, get some TON, and buy some TONALD on StoneFi. Also, shout out to my homie Jesus, the Jesus Coin community. Love you guys. We have got Jesus Coin at $14.5 million market cap with $2.14 million of liquidity. So I'm just super bullish on what this community brings to the table. Doing all of the crypto church, every single day, multiple times throughout the day. Do good, give more, where they're giving back, truly giving back to people, giving back to communities. I'm just really proud to call myself part of that community. It's a community that some of the people actually from the stream here on YouTube brought me into. When I thought that they were just shilling some random token and maybe being tongue-in-cheek, the reality is, right? The reality is they were literally wanting to spread the good news, you know what I mean? Let's see here. Let's see here. I felt like I wanted. Yes, Enrique. This is exactly who the gold bars, the Saudi Arabian gold bars sewed into his suits was guilty of accepting bribes. No. And as far as Jason Bourne, I'm not even going to pull your comment up, but guess what? I'm on the team, and it's been far from a freaking rug. Go look at the. You obviously don't know what a rug is. Go look at the chart. You must be very confused. I still hold a nice fat bag. I haven't sold any of it, and I'm one of the team members, and neither has the rest of the team. So yeah, you can take that craziness somewhere else. Let's see here. Let's check it on Bitcoin, right? Next stop, 70K. I don't know. When the news calls for it, I'm usually skeptical. Bitcoin bulls eye 70K amid Donald Trump's rising chances of returning to president. Bitcoin could hover around 120-day moving average, and the price may have the momentum to go up to 68 or even 70K. But we need to continue to monitor closely the Fed policies and implications of Mt. Gox, one trader said, which I do think we need to pay attention to, but I do think some of that's priced in. Traders anticipate a Bitcoin rally to 70K, buoyed by a more optimistic macro environment and the prospect of crypto-friendly U.S. administration under Donald Trump. Reduced selling pressure from key wallets and a more positive political outlook for the crypto sector have contributed to the bullish sentiment, despite recent volatility and concerns over Mt. Gox repayments. Bitcoin traders expect prices to touch as much as 70K in the near term, obviously because of the sentiment. The rebound in Bitcoin price shows the market has a more optimistic outlook in the near-term macro environment, shared Lucy Hu, senior analyst at Meta Alpha, on Wednesday with CoinDesk. The market was encouraged by Trump's vice president pick, which indicates a more crypto-friendly administration and policies. Guys, listen, we have been pushing people overseas right? We have been pushing people overseas for far too long out of the crypto space, like from the crypto space in the United States, pushing them all the way over to wherever overseas because our policies are unclear. We need to fix that. That's a problem. There's an opportunity at play and at hand for everybody, including the freaking banks. But they're all trying to manipulate this to either play catch up, to put themselves in the driver's seat because they don't like the fact that retail beat them to this, right? I was in well before any other freaking bank and have done very well with crypto because I made a decision to do something other than the traditional finance system. Thank you for the gifts. Turbo, what up, brother? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, dude. If you're going to be down at Nashville, let me know. If you're in the chat over on TikTok or on YouTube, let me know if you guys are going to be in Nashville, right? That's next week. I would love to link up with you if any of you are interested. But yes, bullish narrative surrounding that. Should we have an administration that's willing to allow us to transact freely, that they allow the idea, right, to a decentralized finance-esque future, that's going to be hugely bullish for the overall crypto space. We need it. We really do. We've got the institutions now playing ball. We've got them, the ETFs are rolling out, et cetera, but still not super clear on what the regulations are going to look like and whether it's going to be the SEC or the CFTC or who's controlling what, who's making decisions where. We need to know that. We do need to know that. So I'm looking forward to seeing when and where that happens. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's talk about the German Bitcoin that they stole, right? German Bitcoin sale netted an unprecedented 2.6 billion. Dresden prosecutor. The proceeds will be held in custody until the end of the criminal proceedings for the German and Polish nationals from whom they seized. Let's check it out. After emptying its Bitcoin wallets on Friday, German law enforcement have made it official. The emergency sale, as they called it, right, of 50,000 Bitcoin is over, and it netted the agencies an unprecedented 2.88 billion with a B dollars. The Bitcoin stash was worth approximately 2.1 billion when it was seized in January as part of an investigation into German and Polish nationals accused of running piracy websites and money laundering. Their trial is still ongoing. Wow. They must have had a hell of a successful website. I got to tell you. First of all, it's disgusting. I don't condone it. I don't condone crime. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, holy mackerel. They were able to bring in $2.something billion worth of Bitcoin. Says the proceeds do not initially represent any additional income for the free state of Saxony, but are held in custody until the criminal proceedings have finally concluded, the prosecutor's office wrote. The sale of the 49,858 Bitcoin, which took place between June 19th and July 12th, was a coordinated effort between Saxon Police Central Office for the safeguarding, custody, and utilization of cryptocurrencies, the Dresden Public Prosecutor's Office, and German trading of Bankhaus Scheik. I'm probably Scheik. I don't know how to say it. The bank was commissioned to sell Bitcoins in a way that was fair and gentle on the market, the office wrote about its 3-week-long selling spree. The office added in the release that the Bitcoin price and market conditions were irrelevant in its decision to sell Bitcoin and that it was prohibited from waiting for prices to rise. Rather, the goal is to carry out the sale as quickly as possible. Now, does this change anything? No. Are they done selling? Supposedly, right? But this has all been what I've been telling you all along. Something to point at, something to point at, something to point at. I don't really think there's much else to talk about. Besides the fact that these criminals were able to swindle people for $2.something billion, which is absolutely disgusting, right? Just like the Mt. Gox hack, right? Billions of dollars in today's money in Bitcoin. And that's part of what's created pressure on these markets. When all of a sudden you have billions and billions and billions of dollars of liquidity dumping onto the open market that was otherwise being held, yeah, of course it puts selling pressure on the market, for sure. Speaking of another scam, let's talk about FTX. FTX agrees to a $12.7 billion settlement with CFTC over collapse. The Commodities Future Trading Commission sued FTX in 2022 following the disgraced crypto brand's downfall. Obviously, we all know that. FTX has reached a settlement with the CFTC, meaning the disgraced brand is now expected to pay $12.7 billion to resolve the lawsuit. Documents from bankruptcy court show that the now restructured digital asset behemoth, which went bust in November, will pay $4 billion in disgorgement fees. Another $8.7 billion will be paid in restitution fees subject to the court approval, according to the documents. The proposed settlement thus provides a much-needed certainty as the magnitude of the allowed CFTC claim and others these Chapter 11 cases to move swiftly towards resolution, thereby enabling the prompt distribution to the debtors and other creditors and customers the court filing read. Now, many of you might think that, okay, now we've got even more Bitcoin coming back out on the market. We got even more people selling. You've got to understand, at the point that all of the stuff, the chaos happened with FTX, it was the top of the it literally was the top of the market. So it's not like they're going to give all of this back with the prices with where they're at now. The prices aren't much different than where they were. I'd have to look back at the chart to see the exact point, but the prices are not that much different. So don't think that it's going to be another wave of selling pressure, because I really don't believe that it is. There will be some people taking profits, as always, but it's not going to be billions of dollars just dumping right back into the market, because a lot of these people obviously were in about the same position then as they are now. That's just a reality. Might it have kept some people from selling it in the meantime over the amount of time while the case has been going on? Yeah, for sure. They absolutely might have. But the reality is it's not much different than what it was, so don't expect a bunch of selling pressure from that. Senator Menendez, a Bitcoin critic, found guilty on bribery charges. U.S. Senator Robert Menendez has been found guilty on all charges. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get rid of this. Including conspiracy to commit bribery and acting as a foreign agent. This thing makes me laugh. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Let me read the rest of it. Bitcoin enthusiasts are celebrating his conviction due to his history of criticizing crypto-based financial crime, despite his own involvement in non-digital asset bribery. Menendez and his wife were accused of accepting bribes, including gold bars and a luxury car, in exchange for political favors. Listen, this guy was acting as a foreign agent and bribing people, right? But then talking down about Bitcoin as a money laundering operation. Like, hold on, bro. You mean the things that you were engaging in are things that people do with Bitcoin? Is that what we're saying? Rules for thee, not for me? He didn't think he was going to get caught, or what? Right? If you dive further into this story, Enrique said something about gold bars lying through his suits. Listen, this thing got absolutely bonkers with this man. And yeah, the amount of money that they brought in, luxury cars, gold bars, etc., for effectively political favors, that's nothing new. But the reality is, for us Kryptonians, for us crypto folk, we recognize, wow, we have people that are actively out there talking trash about crypto, right? Talking trash about crypto as a whole, and because of money laundering, and then literally doing the exact same thing. Doing the same thing. Like, what are we doing? Oh, boy. All right. And it is going to be a shorter stream today, guys. Just letting you know I've got somewhere I've got to be. But XRP surges 12% on the back of a triangle pattern. Woo! Rising futures bets favor bullish price moves ahead. XRP. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to. There we go. XRP surged 12% to extended weekly gains over 40%, beating other major tokens. Okay, well, that's nice for a change. Bullish triangle pattern on XRP's long-term price charts and a substantial increase in open interest suggests more upside in the coming weeks. It surged 12% in the past 24 hours to lead gains among crypto majors, beating Bitcoin and the broader CoinDesk 20 index. The token added 5% since the start of Asian trading hours on Wednesday to extend a 7-day gain to 40%, making it the best performing major despite favorable regulatory developments for Ether and demand for meme coins. XRP has been performing worse than the market for a long time, but the reversal of sentiment in crypto has sparked a rise on steroids in the once largest altcoin. On the latest bounce, the price rose to 60 cents, its highest since April. Woohoo. This is an attempt to jump back into the uptrend of the past 2 years. However, it may well turn out that XRP needs to rest after the climb. And this high is appropriate as we saw prolonged consolidations here in November and December, said Mark Kutsevich. Gains in the token started the last week as traditional traders from CME and CF benchmarks announced the debut of indices and reference rates for XRP, and such moves have formed a triangle pattern on long-term price charts, which some popular traders say could favor bullish action in the coming weeks. Someone said, I've never seen a 7-year-long bull pennant. We might be about to witness one of the most significant breakouts in crypto history. Now, many of you know that I hold some fat bags of XRP. Right? That I hold, I hold a decent little bit of XRP, right? I hold a nice bit of XRP, right? But the XRP family looks for anything to support the narrative that this thing is going to just absolutely moon. Now, do I want that? Of course I do, because it's going to make me a bunch of money. Of course I do. Do I think that it's likely? No, I do not. I think you've got 1 billion tokens coming out of escrow every single month. I think that it has been one of the more propped up tokens in, I can't even tell you how long. It has literally one of the most, I don't know if they're delusional or faithful or both, but one of the most faithful / delusional communities on planet Earth, right? And I'm not even being mean. I'm just being real, right? The only reason that I've been holding this long is because I bought it so damn cheap that it would be stupid for me not to wait around and see if it's going to actually pump, right? Like that's the only reason that I've continued to hold, because I could have rotated that money and made a lot more money. Could have made a lot more money elsewhere, right? And would have. But at the point that it's been sitting there for years and years and years, it's like, okay, it's either going to go or it's not. And as the regulatory environments continue to change, the winds shift, et cetera, things start to open up for the idea that, hey, maybe this thing can do something. Okay, let's start talking about profit taking a little bit farther down the road. Get me back to at least a damn dollar. Come on. This has been a rough ride for people that are in the XRP community, for real. So shout out to you all XRP fam. Hey, I give it up. I mean, I hope that it does well. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I don't know. I won't be surprised to see us chill out a little bit. XRP, let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull it up right quick. XRP USDT.P. We'll look at the perpetual contracts on Bybit. I mean, yeah, let me pull this up. This is on the daily. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, basically 10 days in a row of bullish price action. This right here, this move right here, whoop, is probably one of the biggest, if you zoom out, moves that we've had in a long freaking time, except for huge move to the downside, pretty big move to the downside, lots of range bound trading here. It went all the way back to October, the last time we had any sort of a move like this. And I think that was when we got the information that they were actually going to beat this case, right? So, Enrique said, shout out to the no short-term capital gains taxes on XRP holders crew. Yeah, dude, we're not going to get hit with short-term capital gains. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. I don't know. I'm just cynical about XRP at this point. Like I said, I just hold it because I've been holding it so long. It just doesn't make sense. I got it so damn cheap. Let's just see if it does something. If it does, cool. If not, it is what it is. I've lost money on other stuff before. Well, I won't lose money on it. With what I bought it for, I think my average entry is like somewhere around 15 cents, 14 cents. I'm not going to lose money on it. But, as to how much I actually make before the, last bull run, I went ahead and set it as about a $4 and what, $4.80, I believe, sell of half of my tokens. I think is what I have it set at. I don't know that. I don't know that we're going to see that anytime soon. But if you ask the XRP fan, we're going to 50K. It's going to be there. Yeah, it's going to get there. Woohoo! If it does, I'm ready for it. Let's do it. All right, crypto fam, listen. I have got somewhere to be. I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Tomorrow, don't forget, Crypto Crow and Crypto Face here on YouTube, 1v1 Crypto Crow versus Crypto Face for all the marbles. It's going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll go from 1 to 2:30. They will be live trading against each other. If Crow is able to win, he will go back into the Monday crew. If Crow is not able to win, he will be gone. Crypto Face is acting as the gulag monster this season, and he will also be in the final as well. So if you guys haven't been watching Trading Wars, fix that problem. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Question everything. Trust nothing except for your boy Keeper. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. Let's pray for this country. Love you guys.